Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Almost the Cape. Today I'm having a little meetup with CapeVoice. We're gonna get together, go for a little cruise around the Cape in his neck of the woods. And I've taken the wrong exit, so it's gonna take me a little longer to get there, but I'm on the right road. I guess that's something that kind of sucks that I want to talk about is getting around on a motorcycle. You really got to know where you're going because you don't have a phone to get out and look at directions. You can't get out and look at a map. You got to pull over. So if you're on a big open highway like I was and you don't really know where you're going, you only kind of know, you're kind of fucked. You just got to get used to pulling over a lot and breaking out your phone because a map, you know, where am I going to put a map? So long story short, I got off at the wrong exit, so now we're just trying to head over there and get to the right place. But I pulled over and I checked the map and I think I'm on the right way. I think I'm on the right route. So anyway, it's going to slow me down, but I'm going to meet up with CapeVoice here in a little bit and we are going to cruise around the Cape, go get a little lunch, just hang out. Got a little bit of a late start this morning, didn't leave the house till 9 on a Saturday. An absolutely gorgeous, sunny, warm Saturday in August. Perfect day to go to the Cape, except it's going to be busy. We're not even there yet and it's this busy. So we'll see what happens. I don't really mind busy. I'm not going to go to the beach and get in the water or anything. I'm just going to cruise around and hang out. So as long as there aren't too many cars on the roads. Everything's pretty back roadsy on the Cape though, so I'm not too worried about crazy traffic at lights and stuff. We're heading out to the Cape. Do a little ride. Check it out, this bar end right here, it's missing a spacer. So if I tighten it up good and tight and I twist the throttle, it'll hold the throttle in place. So we're cruising at 45 miles an hour here. I mean, you don't want to be cruising without hands on, but you know, sometimes sitting in this riding position can get a little uncomfortable. So I like to take my right hand off once in a while. Hang it out here behind me. Always got to be on the lookout though. Anybody who rides knows they're looking at me like, what the fuck, that guy's riding with the wrong hand. There we go. So now it's this little bar end. Twist it and it holds. And we're at the rotary. All right. I had a green light there, right? Oh fuck, I hope so. There's the bridge. Which bridge is that? That's the... Oh, fuck. Oh my god, look at all that fucking traffic. What the hell, man? That can't be real. That's a mirage. Why don't I just get off there and get back on way down there? I'm gonna do that. The little boat's just cruising in the water. Alright, so this little canal right here runs from the Cape, forms this big, obviously, well now it's an island, but it used to just be sort of a big plot of land that extends out into the Atlantic. And the ocean starts right up here and about 5 miles later it ends right back there. That, you know, there's an entrance to another part of the ocean, but the Cape is really long, so to try and avoid sailing all the way around it, even this waterway was built. But actually, that waterway was started by the Pilgrims. They had the original idea and started building it, but of course they weren't even close to finishing it. So that waterway right there has been in planning since the 1600s. So, fun fact for the day. And under construction, I should say, because they started it, they tried, and they failed. Look at the flow between it, though. It's like a river. I wonder why that is. Just ocean currents pull the water through. That boat's just fighting away against it, but it's moving fast. It's cool. That's why there's bridges now. That's why it's an island. This makes me think I'm cruising by all this traffic, and my riding position is right here on the right side of the lane. So I would like to bring up a little motorcycle riding tip for the day. And that is this. Not doing it so much now, but when you're... Oh, this guy's a dickhole. He waited all that time. I don't think we want that. I hope not. Anyway, so when I was in the faster lane going by all that slower traffic, notice I was on the right side of the lane, pretty close to the traffic. Most people would ride in the center on the left side, but I know this from personal experience in a car, actually. When you're driving, if I'm looking in my rearview mirror and I see traffic coming by, if I see a gap, I'll cut in there. I'll take the signal and everything, but the reason as a motorcycle I ride right against the traffic is so they can see me. If I was in the middle of the lane and someone was like, you know what, I don't want to be in this lane anymore, I want to get over, they pull out right into me. In fact, I've done that in my car, not against a motorcycle, but there was a car who wanted to make a right a little further down. I was in the left lane, and I saw a gap coming up in my rearview mirror, and it wasn't actually a gap. There was a car there. He was just cruising on the right side of the lane. A little outside the lane, actually, which is what makes me think it was his fault that time. But basically, I didn't know he was there, and I pulled over into the lane, and he was in the lane, and suddenly me and another car were sharing one lane, and it was real sketchy. I'm just really lucky we didn't hit each other, so I got a little in front of him. I probably did the wrong thing there. I should have got back over and gave him some room, but fuck, I gotta pull over and see where we're at. But yeah, so that's the riding tip for the day. When you're in traffic like that, one lane's going a good bit faster than the other lane. Oh, this is it. Oh, and there he is. What are the odds of that? Yeah, so anyway, be visible. That's the key. No problem.